Hey, everybody. Welcome to Renegades Weekly, or at least somewhat of a uniquely different Renegades Weekly. Normally, I've hosted this thing with Rob Adams in the past. Rob was our broadcaster last season. Now we are taking on a new look, a new fresh energy with our new broadcaster, Mr. Joe Vasile. And so this show is going to be a little bit of that, a little bit of introducing us to Joe, and a little bit of celebrating the fact that tickets go on sale on Saturday, single game tickets. You know, if you're a group buyer, you could have already bought those. If you're a season ticket holder, you could already buy those. But the main purpose of this is to talk to Joe and to talk about single game tickets. So first off, Joe.
Yes.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing great, Zach. How are you?
I am doing lovely.
I
am
tell.
moments away from having a baby at any particular time.
Well, your
I'm in
wife.
Yeah, you're right. I'm
Yeah.
not doing anything. I have to drive to Poughkeepsie, and that's pretty much it. That's my role in this whole endeavor. And then, not get in the way. That's most of it. But, yeah, do you want to talk about baby stuff?
Yeah, sure. Why don't we start off with some baby talk?
Yeah.
Are you excited for baby number 2?
Great question. Hard to tell. I think in general I'm excited about having a second child.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to ask me 10,000 foot view, I'm excited. I've been a ball of stress the last probably the last 2 weeks. Because for the last 2 weeks, at any moment we could have a kid.
Yeah.
So that part of it is really stressful, is not knowing, is it going to be today? I got stuff going on today. I have to do a podcast with the new broadcaster today, and
Yeah.
I could definitely have to leave here and go deal with a child being brought into the world at any moment.
That, I think, would be a perfectly good reason if we had to cut it off for you to have to go.
Nah, she can wait. You know what, Callan?
You're right.
Take your time, because I'm going to be a little bit late. No, I got my brother and my mom are in town for that reason, to kind of help with kid one. We already have a child named Margot who is, 2 and at the age where she's a giant handful all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we need somebody to keep an eye on her. You can't just leave her home alone or she'll burn the place down.
Yeah, I think if you were to ask my mom that once your kids get into their 20s, they're probably still giant handfuls all the time also.
I think they're different handfuls,
Yeah.
You'd hope by the time you hit your 20s, you're not actively trying to die. But that's what a 2-year-old is doing. They're just what is this thing? Can I play with this? And it's no, that is active electricity. You probably shouldn't. But yeah.
No,
anyway.
That's a good thought.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Enough about me. I'm having a kid any moment. Actually, we're set to be induced on Sunday, so at the very least, we'll have a kid by Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about you. You're new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're here.
I am new.
You're a part of the Renegades family now. You're the director of media relations and broadcasting, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's what it says.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from? What you into? All that kind of stuff.
I'm originally from North Jersey, from a town called Paramus, which people from that area know for its many major shopping malls.
Yeah. Big fan of the IKEA.
Big fan of the IKEA. Yeah, the Swedish meatballs at that IKEA are out of this world.
Sure.
But yeah, grew up in Paramus, went to college in New Jersey as well, and for the last 4 years and 3 seasons, I've been with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, the Yankees AAA affiliate, in the broadcast and media relations department. And now excited to come on here and do all kinds of college basketball and fun stuff during the off season as well.
Yeah, very fun, very fun. What did you like about Scranton, and what didn't you like? Because apparently you left. So,
well, what I liked a lot about it was, not only being a part of the Yankees organization, which is just really a tremendously run organization from the top down. And I say that as someone who grew up a Mets fan. And so anyone who grew up with me, to hear me praise the Yankees is probably something that they're surprised to hear. But
we've talked about it plenty on this podcast. I come from Minnesota and was a Twins fan growing up. And it is on the level of things that Yankee fans care about. The Twins are really low. Yeah. But you were very high on the things that we did not like was the Yankees. So
it was all those
taking some
playoff
adjusting in my and we were a small market team and they're the big market team, so there's a lot to hate about the Yankees. Now I've warmed up.
Yeah, no. So being a part of the organization was definitely a great part about it, and then also just the people that were there were so great to work with on a daily basis for 4 years, or 3 years if you don't count 2020 as the pandemic year being what it was. It was just such a great experience, and I loved it so much. And it was kind of tough to leave, but the opportunity to come here to the Hudson Valley, be a little closer to home, and to take on some new challenges was really something that I'm excited for.
What are you most excited about being here? And you can't say working with me because everybody says that.
Ah, darn. Give me 1 second to think about my second favorite thing.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
I think the biggest thing is just to be a part of this now in year 2 under the Yankees affiliation, moving full season, and to see the way that things are scaling up and to be a part of that process in the small way that I get to be in this role is something that's really exciting to me. And then also being closer to home is definitely a nice side benefit to it as well. Getting to see a lot of these, Yankees prospects come up through the system, in the early years. Who knows? Maybe a couple rehabbers and some guest appearances from big Yankees as the season goes on as well. So, from a baseball standpoint, I'm really excited about that. And from the off the field stuff, just to be a part of this community that's again close to home and already is growing on me. Just a couple of weeks that I've been in.
What's the weirdest food that you like?
The weirdest food that I like. That's so hard to say because I don't think that it's weird, right?
Well, right.
Like somebody else might think it's
but
weird.
Would you catch hell for it?
I don't.
Because apparently one of the weirder ones that I like is pineapple on pizza. Because I've been getting
Yeah.
shamed for that around the office.
Well, yeah, you don't.
And that's
put
not
fruit
even on.
pizza.
That's not even high on the scale of weird things that I like to eat. But
What else? What else is weird that you like to eat?
have you ever had pickled herring?
No, but
That-
I've heard of it.
In Minnesota, that is like a delicacy, and it's my dad loves it. I'm into it. It's
What is it?
objectively disgusting, but also just like one of those foods that you eat, and it's like I don't know why I keep eating this because it smells terrible.
But if it's disgusting, why do you eat it?
Because it's also great. You don't have anything like that? Like truffles, like they taste like sweat socks, but in a way that makes you want to eat a whole pile of truffle?
Not really. Like, I mean, there's like some like Italian stuff I'm sure that people would be like,
All right.
the heck is that? But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's nothing that I like that's terrible, but I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm going to eat it anyway.
Yeah, but what's weird? Like, do you like squid?
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah,
fan
no.
of squid?
Big-
You have some
big fan.
calamari?
Yeah.
Do you
I will
like
have some big calamari? Yeah.
There was a possum running around the other day. Would you eat a possum?
I've never eaten a possum, but I'm pretty adventurous, so I would.
Okay.
If someone was like, "Hey, would you like some? I cooked up some possum for you. You
Yeah.
want to try some?" I'd be like, "Sure." Like I'm not gonna.
Well, in that
I'm not gonna
situation, you
shut
wouldn't
it down.
want to be rude.
I
If
feel
somebody
like-
prepared possum
I
for
feel
you,
like turning
it'd be
down-
rude to say no. But like if you were at a restaurant, they're like, "Well, we've got chicken, we've got fish, and we've got possum." Are you going to lean towards possum?
But I feel like ordering it at a restaurant would be fine because they're gonna prepare it in a way that it's gonna be good.
I suppose there's probably more trust with a restaurant possum
I absolutely
versus like somebody's
trust
homemade
a
possum dish.
restaurant possum.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Anything else that we should know about you?
I drink a lot of coffee.
Oh.
That's an important.
I thought you were
thing.
just going to stop at I drink a lot.
Well, no, I mean that's a whole other podcast.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, drink a lot of coffee. I enjoy, like I said, being adventurous with food. If somebody wants to make some homemade possum, I'm here at the ballpark Monday through Friday usually, and I would be happy to try it. I'm not going to promise I'm going to like it, but
Yeah, sure.
yeah,
Fair. That's fair.
Do
It's all
not
in the
bring possum
preparation,
in.
right?
yeah.
Like the meat is not doing the majority of the work
Yeah.
if you're eating a possum.
Although I won't eat insects. If you cook insects for me, I'm not gonna do it.
I think I've had some like chocolate covered ants or something
Yeah.
like that before that have been really good, but I think the chocolate is doing the heavy lifting
Yeah,
in that
exactly.
situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather just have the chocolate.
All right.
That's my take
Sure.
on that.
You don't need the ant.
No, I don't need I mean, who needs the calories of the ant?
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean,
that's
sure,
fair.
it's protein, but
It's protein. Yeah, it's helping.
just have an
something.
extra egg in the morning. That's
All right, cool. Well, that's Joe Vasile. He is the new broadcaster for the Hudson Valley Renegades. You can find him Joe Vasile PBP on
Yep.
Twitter. Cool. I believe we tagged you in the Twitter post. A couple other things that we are going to get to here on this particular show. One, I mentioned it in the post on Facebook, but I don't think we talked about it. We are going to be giving away some tickets here on the air.
Nice.
All the stipulation is you have to comment, But I think we should try to come up with some reason to pick somebody's comments. Without looking at any comments, we don't have any up yet.
Yeah.
What would be a reason that you think somebody would deserve tickets? Single game tickets go on sale on Saturday. We're kind of giving away a bunch of tickets in order to kind of generate a little buzz for people to get excited about the season and purchase some tickets. What's a good reason to buy tickets or to give away tickets?
Good reason to give away tickets. I say, well, it was just Valentine's Day the other day. So I think a good reason to give away tickets would be if you are single and did not have a Valentine this Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Then I think that's
how
a good
about
reason.
this? Comment the saddest part of your of your Valentine's Day. It was I was alone. I ate cheese out of a can. Whatever it is, or I'm married and haven't seen my spouse in years. Something like that. Something really depressing. And we'll choose one of those, I guess.
The saddest.
We'll also if you comment, we're going to pick somebody at random who commented, and then the saddest Valentine's thing that ends up in the comment section, you're going to win tickets as well. Go ahead and do that. Okay. Single game tickets, like we said, going on sale this weekend. Part of the single game ticket appeal are the different themes and promo nights. We just put our promo schedule out. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of fun stuff on there.
Yeah.
But is there anything in particular that jumps out to you being super excited about or first time here at Duchess Stadium and you're really excited about this particular thing that we're doing?
Well, I really like the idea of free wedding night and seeing how that's going to kind of
That was
come
my
together.
idea, by the way, and I'm very proud of that one.
For those who didn't see, it's Renegades are giving away a free wedding August 13th, 12th?
Sure, that sounds right.
August 12th. It's a Saturday.
Check online. It's available it's readily available online. We are not here to give you accurate information. That is not at all why we're here.
Yeah, but it's a free turnkey wedding solution for a couple. Email Zach N at HPRenegades.com.
That is the most boring way to. We're giving away a wedding, right?
I'm getting there.
The stipulation is you don't have to pay a dime for your wedding. You can have up to 100 people here at the ballpark for your wedding. But the caveat is we get to pick everything, right? So, bridesmaids' dresses. We get to choose who's going to give the best man speech. All that stuff is going to be, Rascal may or may not be the one walking you down the aisle. As long as you're cool with all that, you don't have to spend a dime for your wedding. And you email me, Zach N at hvrenegades.com if you are interested in being the couple for this wedding.
Yeah.
I am so excited about this. I love when people have to, when they get something cool, but at the expense of their dignity is my favorite thing in the world. And we're not going to be cruel.
So you just
but
want
we're going to have some fun with it.
You just want to make it so that people have no dignity anymore.
Yeah, sure. Dignity is the root of all evil.
Is that how that
I think that's the
goes?
expression. Yeah.
I don't know about
it's
that.
not
but
money. It's definitely dignity.
I don't know enough to to say no, but we'll go with that. Dignity is the root of all evil.
Yeah, there's a lot of other.
Put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, so jumping to different things. There are a lot of fun stuff that we're doing. Pride should be a lot of fun. We're looking to take that up a notch from what we've done in the past.
Yep.
Our fireworks nights now, we're going to have fireworks instead of the light shows. We're going to have fireworks on Fridays and Saturdays every single night, and we're going to come up with a lot of fun stuff to do with that. We're doing a survival of the fittest night. Which
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, it is not at all based on the popular television series about surviving. It is a totally separate thing that we are doing.
Yeah.
But it should be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of fun challenges, and we're going to see who's around at the end. Should be a good time.
I like to see, and then they get a prize for outlasting at the end.
You would get a prize for being the one around the longest. Whoever it may be.
Who keeps it going. Who doesn't drop out before the end of the game.
Is not
doesn't
eliminated.
get voted out of the ballpark.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of different ways that you can go through and survive.
I like the idea of it. It's so much fun with that. The calamari competition.
That
also,
should be a good time.
We're
We're going to try to set a record for the largest game of red light, green light. So that'll be kind of cool. We're going to try to get the Guinness people out. Mm-hmm. But even if we don't, we're just going to have the record ourselves.
I'm looking forward to. I mean, listen, it'll be a Renegades record for the largest game of. It
sure.
might even be a High A East League record if we get down to it.
And I think the red light, green light record is very attainable. I think that was why we looked at it. We were like, oh, we could easily do that with the number of people that can show up here.
All right, so can I make a confession?
Yeah, sure.
I don't remember the last time. I don't even know if I've ever played red light, green light.
So you don't know the rules?
No.
Okay.
I also never saw the calamari competition.
You didn't watch the calamari
television
competition.
show.
Got it. So the basic gist of red light, green light is somebody calls out red light and everybody stops. And everybody says, or they say green light and everybody runs. And when we say red light, you have to stop. If you don't stop, you're eliminated, right? And then whoever makes it to the end first is the winner.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So it's like, all right, everybody's right here, and it's green light, and everybody runs, and you say red light, and they turn and look. And if you are still moving, then you're eliminated.
Huh.
And whoever makes it all the way through to the end, so you're trying to run really fast during the green light times and trying to stop on a dime during the red light times.
Gotcha. So, like, even if your momentum keeps you going,
Yep, you're out. You got to stop. You got to stop by red light.
Are you going to rule this game with an iron fist?
I am not running this game, but I would hope that we are ruling it with an iron fist.
Well, that's good, because otherwise,
Because if
people are
you
gonna
had
get
seen
upset.
the calamari competition show,
I did not.
it was you pretty much needed to stop, or things would have gone very badly for you.
Would you like fallen off a cliff or get eaten by a giant piece of calamari?
No, I mean, you Google it.
Okay.
Just Google it.
Okay. Maybe I'll even watch it.
Yeah.
Gotta
But all
prepare
that
for
fun
the night.
stuff is available to you if you get single game tickets to the Hudson Valley Renegades.
Yeah, and those
Available Saturday starting at 10 o'clock in the morning.
And if you come to the ballpark and actually get it, you get something
We're giving away
extra,
more
right?
free tickets. That's right. So if you show up between, I think it's 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., if you come at any time during, that's when we're open here for in-person ticket sales. If you come here to Dutchess Stadium during that window, you will get, for every ticket that you purchase, you will get a free ticket to an April or May game.
Yeah.
Right? So if I buy 10 tickets for Independence Day, I can get 10 tickets to use however I want for April and May games. I think it excludes opening day, but everything else is on the table.
Yeah, it's basically, well, it's not basically, it is a buy one,
It's
get
a buy
one, free.
one, get
Yeah.
one for a
So-
particular spot.
Yeah,
in time.
it's double the value. Plus, then you get to come out for all the fun stuff in April, including that couple of giveaways early on in the
Yeah.
season. It's going to be fun. I mean, we're doing what, Anthony Volpe's 21st birthday
yeah.
bobblehead.
I wanted to make a bobblehead where he was doing a keg stand, but we ended up going.
Did they not allow that?
No, I don't think we ever asked. I think we were just like, no, let's keep it straightforward.
Yep.
So it's going to be him on top of a birthday cake, holding a candle as a bat. It's it's much more dignified than the one that I wanted, which
him
thus
doing a cake
makes it
stand upside
evil,
down.
right? But it should be pretty cool.
There has to be a bobblehead of somebody doing a keg stand, right?
You'd think a 21st birthday would be the perfect time to do it, but
There is literally no better time than
yeah,
that.
I think that's the only time anybody ever does one.
I'm not going to argue with
At the
you on
ripe old
that.
age of 34, I have not done a keg stand in years.
Well,
Maybe
we can
bachelor
change
party.
that this
Maybe
summer.
I'm a bachelor party. I don't know. But
Well, I mean, see if we have any kegs laying around here.
I'm
left
sure
over
we
from
do.
this season.
It does not sound appealing in any stretch to drink beer that's been sitting somewhere since the season ended, untouched.
As long as it's been cold, though.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't.
It's still
yeah.
gonna
I
be
don't know how
terrible.
long.
It's still
yeah,
gonna be
no,
bad.
It's still probably not going to end well for you, but that's fine because
Yeah.
it's you. Celebrate the birth of your second child with a keg
With a
stand.
keg stand? Yeah. I'm sure. I mean, my brother's in town. I'm sure he'd love to like lift me up. He's probably the only one who could in my family. 'Cause
But-
Callan's about to have a baby,
Yeah,
and my mom's a woman that's small
Mhm.
and old. That sounds
Wow.
so bad.
I'm
I
going to
mean,
tell your mom you said that about
my
her.
mom
Oh
is
my
like
God.
5'2" and
She's-
coming up on 60, I think, if she's not already 60. I really hope she's not one. I know for a fact that she could probably lift me now that I'm saying this out loud. She's a kindergarten through second grade gym teacher, so I'm sure she could
Yeah, no,
probably
that
get
sounds
me
like
up in
someone-
the air.
That sounds like someone
She's
who
just
could help.
significantly
Yeah.
smaller than I am.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will accept that. You
Okay,
are
fair.
very tall.
Okay, got it.
Taller than me, anyway.
Sure, let's go. Let's see if we got any comments or questions.
Yeah, let's
you
see-
talk for a bit
yeah.
while I pull this up.
I'm just really excited to see what the saddest Valentine's Day story.
Well,
that
who
we have
knows?
that's
Maybe
commented on
nobody
here.
will participate in that.
But you know what?
portion of it, but-
Let's hope, right?
Oh,
We
the
hope
guy
that
can
people
dream,
didn't
can he?
have, sad Valentine's Day.
No, I think if you're not going to have a good Valentine's Day, you should have a sad Valentine's Day.
Really?
So I don't think there should be mediocre Valentine's Day. I feel like Valentine's Day is a day you should feel something. Whether it's happy or whether it's sad, you should feel. That's all I'm saying.
You're a very passionate man,
Agree to
Zach.
disagree if you'd like, but
no, I'm not agreeing to disagree at all. I guess I just never really thought of it that way. Of like, if you're not going to be happy, you might as well just be
man,
be sad and do what you got to do, kind of on your own. But
all right. I'm gonna see if I can find this on my phone because Facebook hates my computer.
I think Facebook hates a lot of things in general
Let's
right now.
21 comments. Joe Small, good luck with the baby. Thanks. I'm going to need it.
Mm-hmm.
Zoles, are you saying 60 is old? Yes, sir, I am. Whoops.
Oh, no.
Didn't mean to turn on that.
No, it's good. We could just get a complete loop back. We'll hold the microphone.
Yeah, I got a good luck with the new baby. Saddest Valentine. I opened my Valentine's chocolate box for my wife. Thought I was taking oh, man, I need to see more.
Okay.
Thought I was taking a great piece of chocolate, took a bite, and it was coconut. I don't think
sad.
That's not
Coconut's
that sad,
good.
sir. I was really excited
Coconut's great.
that you had like a pepper or something that you ended up eating.
Yeah.
Is that filtered by most relevant, or is that?
It
must be.
Is. I don't know.
Hey, I like though that you were bummed out on Valentine's Day. So if more people could be bummed out, I would appreciate that.
I mean, okay, so on the spectrum of Valentine's Day chocolates.
Sure. Chocolates?
Yeah, like the coconut.
Okay,
the
sure.
coconut is not. That's not even in the bottom half.
Coconut. I'll tell you this: coconut's not my favorite thing. Like you get those Girl Scout cookies that have coconut on them. Not my favorite. And people love to push those ones on you,
the
and I'm not a
Samoas,
fan.
they're the best.
Yeah. I don't.
Those are
think
the
so.
best ones. That
I couldn't
have.
remember the name, but yeah, I don't love those ones.
Do you
I'm
just
much
not
more
like
of a-
coconut in general?
No, I'm fine with coconut.
Huh?
I'm just not in love with coconut. That's the thing.
You like it as a
Coconut to
friend.
me is very
Yeah.
Not even a friend. Like we're acquaintances,
Sure,
right?
like
if
you'll
we're at
nod when you
we're at a
pass.
wedding, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I've seen you before. I can chat with you for a second, but I'm not like going out of my way to go hang out with Coconut.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Me
and Coconut are not going to get beers after the game. You know,
All right, so when me
Yeah.
and Coconut go and get beers,
me and Coconut
just won't
down by the
invite you.
schoolyard is now where my got that stuff.
oh,
in my
that's
head.
perfect. But yeah, no, like sometimes you get them and it's like, oh, this was filled with toothpaste or something like that. Like that's much worse. Not like actual tooth, but like it tastes like you're like, oh, this will be good. It's probably like caramel, maybe some coconut, nougat, and then it's
There
like,
is like
oh,
that
what is
weird.
this?
I guess that is
they
kind
sneak
of
it in you.
well, and that is a very coconutty thing to do. Is like to be part of like kind of a gross
Something
mixture.
a coconut would
It's
do.
very much something a coconut would do. So I guess now I'm coming around on that comment because that is pretty sad. If you were like excited about the chocolates,
Yeah.
and it was like the best part of your day that you were looking forward to it, and then all of a sudden it showed up,
Mhm.
With like its toothpastey coconut paste in there, then yeah, okay, I get that.
Okay, so
It's very
basically-
middle of the road heartbreak for me.
yeah, it's
I want somebody who got
Yeah, I was gonna
dumped
say-
on Valentine's Day. I want somebody who like, their dog died on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
That's a really sad Valentine's Day. That I think
that's
that's a winner in my view for sad Valentine's stories.
yeah, no.
But
I know someone who got dumped on Valentine's Day. I just don't.
who
I don't
are
think-
they and where do they live?
I don't think
Let's
they're in
ship
a.
them some presents.
Yeah, I don't think they're in a shape to.
Oh, it was recent?
yeah, this Valentine's
Oh
Day was
no.
5 days ago.
Let's
4 days
out him.
ago.
Who is it?
Absolutely
Who
not.
is it?
I am not saying that.
Joseph.
Zachary. Zachary.
It is
We
Zachary.
did this
yeah,
earlier
we did
today.
this earlier. Okay, fine. I'm bummed that you won't share. If you are watching this and you heard Joe Vasile's friend and you were dumped on Valentine's Day, please comment.
Please get some.
Please, yes. I'll throw in a hat.
But because they know me, are they able to get?
Oh,
the
that's true.
tickets?
You're ineligible
it's
for
a
anything.
conflict. Yeah, it's a conflict of interest.
No, they could win. Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't make the. I guess technically
You
I
do
did
make
make
the
the rules, but
you are the one who makes the rules.
that is like my excuse for whenever I don't want to do something. I don't make the rules. Most of the time, whenever it is something I did. Yeah. All right. Well,
We'll think about it.
we'll find
talk about it.
some
Yeah.
sad Valentine's story stuff. Let me see
sure.
if there's any on Twitter.
There's always sad things on Twitter. Actually, I think that
Is
I'm gonna throw
Tom
this out.
O'Reilly's 16-year-old son had a driving school lesson from 6:30 to 8:30 on Valentine's Day. I think that is sad only because those are prime time, like good Valentine's Day times. Day times. Said that bad, but like, if something cool after a certain age is going to happen to you, it's probably going to be between 6:30 and 8:30. That's pretty much the only time that we're like,
It's prime time.
that's like Margot time at our household, like with our kid. So like that's like, you know, if you're gonna go to dinner, it's probably during that time. You know, so I don't know. I guess that would work.
No, that's not too bad.
That's a little depressing, but not overly depressing.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not the worst.
It's more you're inhibiting cooler stuff from happening because you had to go deal with a 2-hour driving test. Is that correct? Oh, driving school lesson. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Cool.
know how they do it in Minnesota, but
The tests were not 2 hours,
yeah.
but the
No,
lessons
tests
could have
are-
been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
All
remember
right.
we had to do like 6 or 8 hours or something like that with someone, so that makes sense.
6 or 8 total,
Like
or in one
total,
sitting.
Total.
Okay.
Total. So it's
Got it.
broken up over a couple of different times.
Did I?
All to learn how to cut people off. I got my license in New Jersey.
I can't tell if I've told this story on this podcast or not, but I killed a squirrel on my driver's test.
Why?
It's looking at me weird. No, it ran out in front of the car, and I hit the brakes, ran it over, and the instructor just said, "Squirrel should have used a crosswalk. Keep driving." That's 100% true story.
How many squirrels do you think get run over during those driver's tests?
I don't know.
I mean,
think squirrels.
the instructor clearly must have seen it before to have that reaction.
Yeah, to be like that ready for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Should
Like,
have
he
used the
had a
crosswalk.
line.
Keep going. Yeah.
Well, and
It's not the first time he said
he
that.
had been around the block a few times, so I'd imagine it was like. I would imagine it's rare to see a squirrel get hit by a car, but if you're up there in years doing driver's tests for like 40, 50 years, you've probably seen a squirrel get hit. You've probably seen some really weird stuff.
Yeah. No, when the first driver's test you gave was in an Edsel, then I
Yeah.
think that you probably
Yeah. What was the hardest part about your driver's test? Was it
I don't
parallel
remember.
parking?
yeah, parallel
Was it-
parking probably.
I feel like
still
that's
can't
the
do that.
obvious one. I actually got really good at that, delivering pizzas in
Huh.
college. I got pretty good at parallel parking, but I was like okay at it during the actual test time.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that I struggled with, other than killing a small animal, was an unprotected left on a green light, right, where you don't have a green arrow, and like
That was on your driver's test?
well, yeah, you had to take a left, and so
No.
like I was going out, and you're supposed to like go out into the thing and wait until there's a gap and then go, and I didn't pull out. I just stayed in the lane and went through a whole cycle of lights, and so I got docked for that.
That's did you just take your test out on the road in Minnesota?
Yeah,
What?
you don't?
No.
You had a course?
There was a whole course at the DMV.
Oh yeah, no, we drove around the town of Malacca.
That's not a real town. You just made that.
No, that's 100% a real town. It's not the one I'm from, but it's nearby.
Wow.
And that's where I took my driver's test.
That's
Malacca, Minnesota.
mind-blowing. No, yeah, we go to the DMV and you wait, and they've got a whole course planned out.
Did you use a DMV provided car, or did you use your own car?
Your own car.
Yeah, okay. So I was in my own car,
Mm-hmm.
driving the streets of Malacca, and
Mm-hmm.
hit a
how
squirrel
every
with
good
my
story
own
starts.
car, and I did not take a proper left turn, or I didn't attempt a left turn. So I guess,
Huh.
you know, I could only get
I
docked
guess
so
you didn't
much
take
because it's
one.
better than if I just like chanced it.
Yeah.
You
Let's
get
go.
T-boned during
Yeah.
the driver's test. I don't
That's-
know that you
You're
passed.
probably not
but-
going to pass. Yeah, that's a couple of demerits, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we didn't have to do anything like that.
All right.
I mean, we just did like drove the course, stop at the stop sign, parallel park, back up in a straight line. I don't know.
That's all pretty straightforward stuff.
Honk,
Yeah.
say, hey, move it.
That's
Speed
the
10
Jersey
miles,
way. Yeah.
Well, there's
It's
other
like,
parts
yeah,
too,
your
because it's a
finger
family
wasn't
show.
very aggressive, so
Yes.
you can dock your points there. They're going to think that you're trying to invite them somewhere.
Exactly. It's what are you from Connecticut?
Yeah. All right.
We love Connecticut.
Okay, so let's dramatically shift gears here a little bit.
Okay.
We were hoping we'd be able to announce a Yankees coaching staff. We don't have one yet,
No.
right? There's some rumblings. There's some words. We're not going to comment on any of the rumblings or any of that.
I haven't even heard the rumblings.
Yeah.
Or the words.
Yeah. But if you had to, we put this out on social today, and we got a lot of really fun answers.
We did.
If you had to like cast either a character like a fictional character or a celebrity, to be our manager, or even just our coaching staff,
Yeah.
who would you go with and why?
Well, so like on the coaching staff question, I think that the natural choice for pitching coach would be Bugs Bunny. I mean, we all watched him as kids strike out 3 players on 1 pitch. And he was the umpire, too. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
I didn't know that. I don't remember that part.
Actually, no, he wasn't the umpire. I messed
He
that
might
up.
have been, but that just sounds like a conflict of interest.
But anyone who can do that, that's who I want teaching my pitchers, because if you can bottle that up, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on the mound. So
All right.
Bugs Bunny is definitely my pitching coach. In terms of hitting coach, I think his name was Bam Bam from the Flintstones.
Okay.
Because he was always carrying that bat around, right?
Yeah,
so
you're
he's
all
always
in
got
on,
the
you're
bat
all
in his
in on
hand.
cartoon characters.
Yeah, no. So he's just for the assistant coaches. You know,
Sure.
the manager is a whole different story.
Oh, sure. You want somebody dignified in that role. Yeah.
Well, I was always a big fan growing up of Angels in the Outfield.
Sure.
So I think that Danny Glover's character, the manager in that movie, I forget his name because it's been a few years since I watched it, but I think he's a good baseball guy,
Sure.
good leader, good motivator, and someone who clearly, as it was shown, was not afraid to embrace different input, be it from Angels
Yeah.
or anything else,
Sure.
to try to win baseball games.
So you're saying he's open to being like cheating?
Well, it's not cheating, it's divine intervention.
It's not cheating.
Listen, there's nothing. We're gonna go.
There's nothing in the rule book.
Yeah, we're
This
gonna
is
go over to
Airbud
rules
calls.
here, but there's nothing in the rule book that says that you can't have angels help you win ball games.
That is very true.
I mean, they might be working on that in the new CBA, but for right now, there's nothing in the rule book that says that.
Yeah, sure.
So I think that a veteran manager is good to lead, especially with those cartoon characters as assistant coaches.
Yeah, you want somebody to be able to rein those opinions in.
You need someone with some good experience, but again, who is open-minded and knows how to handle a clubhouse, and I couldn't think of anyone better.
Yeah. I think for my hitting coach, I'm going Paul Bunyan.
Oh, that's a good one.
Not just
yeah.
because I'm from Minnesota. Maybe I'm just more comfortable with the lore. Like, I've seen him firsthand. I know what Paul's capable of. But
Paul
the
Bunyan,
dude's just swinging sticks and hitting stuff.
Listen.
He's all impact-based. I feel like he could really – we'd be taking launch angles and exit velo specifically, to a whole new level if we had everybody training with an axe.
I like it because it's like a crossover of the modern analytics, but then also like the throwback Rocky training.
Yeah.
Right? He's punching meat. He's swinging axes. Like, that's what we want our guys to be doing, developing those proper swings, but with an axe, so that way, you get that muscle buildup, and then the ball is going to be like nothing.
Yeah, I think for pitching coach, I'm going Emperor Zurg from Toy Story. He's the guy who had the gun that shot the balls on his arm, and it like rotates. It was like a little Gatling gun.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be hard to keep up with. People aren't going to see those things coming, and I think that sort of deceptive nature is going to be really good.
And with the way
that's a positive thing,
the way that it spins around too.
Yeah,
the spin rate he can get on his fastball.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
It's probably insane.
Yeah, no sticky stuff.
And then so that's pitching coach. I already talked hitting coach. I think for the manager, somebody suggested Danny DeVito on Facebook or Twitter or something, and I'm just can't. I think it might have been Instagram. I just can't get it out of my head. And like I love like that size-wise, he's probably more akin to being a bat boy.
Yeah.
But that he's got kind of this little like angry troll energy. I feel like he would try to fight the umpire every single game. Mm-hmm. And to me, that type of energy would really get the guys motivated, but it also would create a very entertaining experience. DeVito's getting thrown out of every game. Win, lose, or draw, he's getting tossed. And you're going to be able to hear him up in the press box, every word of it, because his voice just carries and cuts through. So I think DeVito's a good call.
No, that's really great. Whoever put that down as a comment, A+ job.
Yeah, you don't win. You don't
really
win just
good.
for that. It's a random selection. All you had to do was comment. But I like your style.
No, I think Danny DeVito is definitely an inspired choice.
Yeah,
and he's got that look too. That certain. I don't know what.
Yeah, je ne sais quoi. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, if you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. I like it.
All right, very cool. Well, that'll wrap it up for this first sort of Joe Vasile edition of Renegades Weekly. We got to get out of here because there are going to be people coming in to do actual work in this room. Yeah, make sure that you guys stop on out in person on Saturday for a chance to win, or not win tickets, basically buy one, get one tickets if you show up here in person. Tickets are available online as well. Make sure you check out all that. We got some really cool ticket packages and stuff like that coming up. Check out the promo schedule in general. All that stuff is cool. In terms of winners for our little contest, I'm just going to go through, pick somebody at random to win the random tickets, and then we'll figure out whoever the saddest Valentine's story was, and you'll get tickets as well. And we're also giving away all kinds of fun stuff, tickets for all the other posts and stuff like that. Follow us on TikTok because apparently we should have more followers than we do.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's mostly just Zach dancing, though.
I know, that's all it is, which get into it, baby. But yeah, follow the Renegades on all this stuff, and we'll be back with actual stuff to talk about probably closer to the season. For now, this is a good promotional thing, at least I think, for single game tickets on sale tomorrow. The next time I see you, I will have a small child that relies on me for its very living, and yeah, that'll do it. So with that, I'm Zach Neubauer, and you are
Joe Vasile.
And this has been